Veirdran was dying. The Soulbind Nexus that once threaded memory and matter into a thriving empire now rotted from within. Memories slipped like sand through trembling fingers. Streets shifted underfoot. Faces changed overnight. At the city's edge, among crumbled tenements and rust-choked viaducts, a lone figure moved through the mist. Dren Calder, branded a renegade. Hunted for crimes he couldn't remember committing. He clutched his side, blood seeping through torn fabric where the Gloomward Order's hunters had caught him earlier. His body ached, but worse was the hum behind his eyes, the unstable soul thread inside him fraying, unraveling, trying to pull his mind apart. He pressed onward, deeper into the city's veins, searching for a name, a place, anything that could anchor him. And in the ruins of a forgotten shrine, he found it, etched into broken stone in a language he somehow understood. UMBRACROSS. The moment his fingers brushed the word, the world cracked sideways. Visions poured into him, of towers made from living thread, of warriors weaving death from songs, of a gate that should not exist. And across the vision, a voice like steel dragged across bone. Return, heir of the loom. The weave demands your blood. The mist thickened. Footsteps echoed behind him. The order had found him again. And Dren Calder, soul unraveling, memory bleeding, ran toward the fire. In the maze of collapsing rooftops, Dren's breath tore raw from his throat. He could feel Vexton behind him, the order's cleanser, not a hunter, but an executioner. Vexton wasn't human anymore. He was a memory given flesh, sharpened to a single purpose: erase. Dren ducked into an alley, heart hammering, trying to steady his fraying vision. His mind kept flashing, false pasts, futures that never happened. He clung to one thought: find the Soulbind Gate. Find UMBRACROSS. Vexton's shadow fell over the broken stones. You can't run from what's stitched into you, Calder, he rasped. Threads of black light wove between Vexton's fingers, soul thread severing cords, sharp enough to slice through memory itself. Dren pulled the broken blade he'd scavenged, feeling its weight unsteady in his hand. It wasn't enough. Not yet. Far above the city, in the silken chambers of the Gloomward Order, cloaked figures watched through shifting mirrors. Exarch Veirdran leaned forward, fingertips steepled. The loom stirs. The air awakens, Veirdran murmured. Prepare the Soulbind choir. At his command, archivists unrolled banners woven from human thought. Silent oaths shimmered along their surfaces. The Order's plan was simple: find Dren Calder. Harvest his origin thread. Restart the Nexus before the world's memories tore it apart. What Veirdran didn't say aloud, what even the choir dared not whisper, was that the Soulbind would cost not just Dren's life, but the collapse of Veirdran itself. And somewhere deep within the archives, a rogue figure, Silas, smiled grimly, already 3 moves ahead. Dren's escape dragged him into the bowels of Veirdran, catacombs lined with forgotten weaves, soul-burnt tombs of those who had tried and failed to defy the Nexus. Here, memories pooled like black water. Here, the city's past festered. Vesa, the rebel guide who had once betrayed him, found him collapsed beneath the skeletal remnants of the loom spire. You shouldn't be alive, she said. I'm not sure I am, Dren answered. Guided by flashes of instinct, Dren found ancient glyphs buried under the ruins, blooded marks that only someone of UMBRACROSS descent could read. Pieces of his old life stirred. A mother whose face he couldn't picture. A voice promising he was more than the Order's puppet. As he traced the glyphs, a pulse echoed through the stone, a warning. Someone was closing in. Vexton was near.